Hey everybody, good afternoon or evening. I'm excited about doing this Gwenpool Kitbash that I've been thinking about for a while. Also, got a few new streaming tools that I'm experimenting with. I got a Discord set up, some different things like that. Last time I was finishing these Wakandans. Was I finishing? I think I'm still finishing them. I played with them, played a game with them yesterday, came home, did a little cleanup, did some bases. There's still a bunch of details on these guys that I want to do. I varnished them too. I'm trying to make it a practice of varnishing minis with metal. I do a matte varnish, and then if I have metallic paints, just go back and touch up the highlights with the metallic. So I had this C27 Black Panther here that has like a 3D printed forest base, so I expanded on that a little bit, and then I wanted to sort of match the sort of Wakandan jungle look on the bases on Shuri and Okoye. Give Shuri something to be jumping over here. So these bases are wet with PVA, so I'm not gonna touch these today, but I just wanted to show the state that they're in. And yeah, today I'm gonna work on this Gwenpool. I have kind of a vision for this. We'll see how it goes. I got Wolverine's motorcycle from the Weapon X box, which should be too big. I'm fine with that. Hopefully it'll be a little bit comic. And then let me look at the box art for Gwen for a second. She's got one straight leg. So, yeah, left leg extended, right leg bent. Left arm extended, right arm bent. So I was thinking, my idea is if I can just take the basic model for Gwenpool and use the bent arm to crank the front wheel of the motorcycle to the side, and extend to the left, we can get a look where she's like sort of suddenly cranking it to the right and like counterbalancing on the left side. I'll probably have her looking to the right also. And we can just kind of like work on the dynamic of it from there. So that's the basic idea. Probably use quite a bit of sculpting. I've got my extra thick here, aka sprue goo, that I can use as gap filler. And I've got some green stuff over here. So we can use a few different things to bash the bits together the way we need. Where's my green stuff? Here's my green stuff. Yeah, almost fresh green stuff. So I'm just gonna put the motorbike together, get the frame and then the front wheel, and start by just seeing if we can get Gwenpool sitting on it. I generally don't pay too much attention to assembly instructions, but since I'm kit bashing here, I am not even going to look. I'm just going to put it together how I want. I'll leave those side bags alone for a second. So here's the back of the motorcycle. I guess let's just put that together. Let it dry while we do the front. Turn the music up a little bit. Welcome in, viewer. Welcome to my low-tech stream. I have this idea to kit bash this Gwenpool from Marvel Crisis Protocol on Wolverine's motorcycle. So that's what we're working on here. Oh, hey, it's Jace to Face. I was just looking at that Gwenpool pic on your Discord. I was like, yeah, I'm just doing it. How's it going, man? Thanks for stopping into my little stream. Yeah, I have kind of a vision for this. We'll see how it goes. Not bad, thanks. That's great. Hey, thanks, man, for all your like support yesterday. like so many like shout outs and just like friendly chats and like help with streaming stuff, and it's really helps me feel like hopeful about. I got a lot of new things going on, so it's just nice to feel supported. What are you up to today? Are you doing anything for Easter? I don't know if this Tamiya glue is gonna hold this. I might have to hold this here for like several hours. Probably a better idea to like soften the plastic a little bit. Like I said the other day, there isn't a place on Twitch like the mini painting side, although those two trolls had to prove me partially wrong last night, didn't they, lol? Which, oh yeah, there was like, man, I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, was that when you were like, yeah, there's no trolls in the Warhammer channels. And then, like, as soon as you said it, it was like, oh, or maybe. Harmless trolls, but still trolls, yeah. Yeah, I was in Zendra's channel. I got like raided around a little bit after you left. He had a couple trolls in his channel too that were like, it was funny. I guess apparently he can get like pretty like into the trash talk and like gets pretty vulgar from that's just like from what I've heard. Like he doesn't mind doing that, no judgment or anything. But he had a couple trolls come on that were just like just being like really vulgar, like, and gross, and like asking him like, you know, questions about his like paints and materials. I think neither of them were even painters. They were just like there to bother people, like comparing like various substances to bodily fluids and stuff like that. And he just like totally went with it. I was very confused about what's going on. He was just like, oh, okay, sure. Like, you wanna be gross? Let's be gross. Yeah, so that was interesting. I guess occasionally stuff like that still goes on. People are people. I'm a total lightweight about that stuff. Oh well, 9 out of 10 if you just play along. They get bored and move on. Yeah. I mean, I have a little experience with like pets and kids. Like, You basically like just ignore the negative stuff and like reinforce the positive things. That's kind of my approach to like challenges of maturity, intentional or unintentional. Hey Nightbot, welcome. I was just setting up a bunch of stuff last night, so I'm like experimenting with stream stuff. Like looking at computers, fiddling with bots. I guess I need to post some kitten pics there too. Have you seen this AI shout out thing? How do you do it? See if it works. This might be terrible. I was like, let's do shoutouts like people are a superhero. Behold, citizens of Twitch. In the realm of PC gaming and the cosmic depths of Warhammer 40k, there exists a hero known as Jace DeFaces. A humble dad by day, but by night, a master painter of miniatures channeling the power of art and gaming for good. With a love for all things Marvel and a sidekick named Chatting Friends, they battle against the forces of boredom with streams that are ad-free and full of fun. Anyway, just playing around. That's pretty cool. I guess it reads my bio. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I forget what the bot is called. It's like Frost something. I don't remember. I really liked the, like, just seeing some more shout outs. And I was like, seems like a cool, fun thing to do. And then I told it to make it superhero themed. Nightbot's a little spammy though. I don't know about that. Maybe I'll slow that down. We'll see. Lots of experiments. things like that you never stop tinkering with. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna get glue on everything now. Put that down before I ruin something. We're back gonna move the PC in my desk. Wow. Cool. Mad the Badger, hello there. Master Kenobi. Oh, Mad Teabagger. Not bad. Hey man, welcome in. How's it going? I saw you in Jace's stream yesterday, right? What's up today, man? I'm good. I was chatting about Gwenpool the other day and just saw a Gwenpool figure and got excited about this Kitbash I've been thinking about. So I got the Marvel Crisis Gwenpool, and then I'm gonna put her on a motorcycle. This is Wolverine's motorcycle, so just kind of fiddling around with it. I have some vision about how it's gonna look, but I'm just sort of improvising, so like she totally does not fit on this motorcycle. I might have her like kneeling on the front like that. I don't know. I gotta decide before this glue dries. I think she's like cranking the wheel to the right, something like that. I'm trying to remember. I've pretty much met like all new people on Twitch, so I don't know anybody. I'm like trying to remember who does what. I know I heard you talking about, oh gosh, yeah, I don't remember. Do you I was gonna say some kind of Warhammer thing. Do you play Warhammer, or like do Warhammer stuff or other hobby stuff, or what are you like doing any hobbying today? Oh, the 3D printer painter. Oh, that's right, that's right. You had the ice dragon. I remember. Can I do my new shout out thing for you? This will be fun. I'll do this instead of trying to remember. Behold the mad teabagger, a hero with a brush and a D20. They've served in the army, and now they're on a quest for epic art and gaming adventures. From painting miniatures with precision to slaying dragons in D&D, they're a chill master of all things nerdy. Last spotted in the art realm, they were conjuring monsters with magical brushes on a casual Friday. Swing by their lair for a chill vibe and epic quests. Yeah, of course. I'm not going to be defensive about my like 2 viewer realm here. Very link friendly. Yeah, isn't that fun? Let's see if I can look at this. Is this on your Discord? Oh, okay. It's just yeah. I think this looks like the image that Jace put up yesterday in stream. I think uh, you were talking about painting. That's the ice dragon, right? Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Totally. Yes. My Nightbot's a little spammy, maybe. I got a bunch of like I just started adding things, so please tolerate my Nightbot. Yeah, that dragon looks really cool. Like, I kind of want to paint it. I love painting ice too. I'm doing a bunch of like frosty stuff lately. For example, like this is not like super icy, but this is a Gundabad troll for Middle Earth, and a bluish skin, icy base. I've been doing a bunch of like Imperial Guard stuff on like Frozen Worlds and some like Middle Earth Gundabad stuff. Thinking about different ways of painting ice. Yeah, yeah, that's a big boy. That one's 3D printed actually. It's not the Forge World. There's a Forge World one of those that looks exactly the same. But yeah, that's a big old 3D printed model. I like painting big stuff too. It's well, it's easier, and that's nice. You can go into more detail, reach the little hard to reach places more easily. Yeah, I guess easier and like yeah, just more. You can kind of play around with it more easily. Has a oh, I missed your has a blue base coat and a couple layers of dry brushing. Next, give it an oil wash before start detailing. Okay. Do you have a blue oil paint, or what's the oil wash going to be like? I can imagine like a kind of a deep blue or purple. The little tiny stuff freaks me out, but mostly I paint stuff that will look good on my shelf. Cool. The tiny minis don't look very good on the shelf wall. Yeah, that's true. That's true. The tiny minis look good in like photographs. It's tiny minis are funny. Like they don't even look very good on the tabletop. Like because you're looking down at everything. Like, bases look good on the tabletop, right? Those are some tiny minis I painted. Like, I painted Black Panther's eyes. Like, I'm not saying I did a good job or anything. It's just like, it's kind of silly. But that's what I'm doing. They do look nice in little pictures on Instagram. Do you, according to my shout out, you also like play D&D? Do you put your dragons on the D&D table? I do have blue oil paint, but I think I'm going to go with fairly light strength of black oil wash. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited about how that's going to turn out. Do you have your own Discord, or did you post that on Jace's Discord, or like throw up a link? I do love D&D, but I'm currently without a game. My models are just for me because I play online. Okay. That's cool. I was thinking this morning that I kind of want my models to be more just for me. There's your Discord. I made it. Read for roll. All right. Okay, there it is. I don't claim to be a mini painter. I am a lifelong art nerd that likes printing and painting my toys. That's cool. I don't know if I should claim to be a mini painter either. We'll see. I like the idea that art just speaks for itself. Actually, you know, I've kind of been in the mindset lately of like really trying not to have an idea about if my art or whatever you call it is like good or bad at all. I'm kind of just like trying to be open to like what is my initial reaction to something as a way of like trying to decide what I like about it or what to do next. So I don't know if that makes me a mini painter, but I do like art. I do have to delete Discord. Oh, I didn't even, it gets full. Yeah, that's fine. There's too many Discords anyway. I just made a Discord because I'm trying to like do the things that I see other Twitch streamers doing. Like, so, like, it's fine, don't join my Discord if you have to, like, if you're overloaded. Like I said, I don't have a huge plan here. I'm just kind of trying things out. Yeah. So I want this hand to be like grabbing the handlebar. I'm not sure exactly how this is gonna work. I think I might have to like I actually like that if she was like really leaning down. And like cranking this to the right, I think that might look cool. I might have to cut this elbow here too. Let's get this. I could cut this out of her hand, or I could cut off the handlebar. That might be easier. Nice. Another issue down. Fixing issues on OBS. That sounds like one of those never-ending battles. Oh yeah. Mine's only half painted. Yeah, I was really happy about that mini. That was another sort of like painting experiment. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I've been playing around with different ways of like painting something and then finishing it with metallics. Like, I mean, even just really simply, I actually kind of got the original idea by watching Vince V on YouTube of just painting a miniature and going over it with matte varnish to like protect it and matte your highlights. And then for the metal, just going in and highlighting the metal highlights after the matte is on. So like a little bit of metal comes through, but then you get like the brightest metal texture on the reflections where the metal would reflect, because you do it after the matte varnish. It's actually like, it seems like a pretty smart way of doing, that was a lot of words for that, but that kind of gave me the idea of like other ways of like painting something, making it matte, and then making like a finish contrast. So I was kind of playing with that on that dragon. I think it's partly a me problem, to be fair. I had all my alerts in every single OBS scene. If I switched scenes, it would play stuff over again, thinking it was catching up. Oh, okay. So now I made a master scene and copied the scene into each scene. Okay. I don't really know enough to like evaluate that, but yeah, that sounds like, it sounds like one of those sort of like computer debugging kinds of things. Different copies of different things getting looked at by different processes. You will soon enough. Yeah. Yeah. I like spreadsheets, so maybe that'll help. You'd be like, oh, that's what he was on about. Yeah. Yeah, that happens to me a lot. I just moved to a new city. I'm in Minneapolis. I moved from Northern California, so like I moved to live with my girlfriend that I've known since college. So like I have a million stories about Minneapolis, and I just keep seeing places. Like constantly I'm just like, I'll go around the city and I'll see something, I'd be like, oh, that's, oh, okay. I'm like in this constant like, oh, that thing. Right, that's that. Okay. Considering re-downloading Baldur's Gate 3 again. Maybe I'll finish it this time off. There's been a significant like putting my stream on and playing Baldur's Gate 3 going on. Like it seems to be a pretty popular activity. No, I've heard it's a really good game. I haven't played it. I played a couple of the Pathfinder games that were like popular recently. My stream manager froze. Am I still live? Looks like it. I've been having these like a couple times lately. It like looks like I'm streaming, but I'm actually not. okay, yeah, there I am. Super fun game. I didn't finish it last time. I'll probably play it on stream when I'm not in the mood to paint. Yeah, I was looking at the Pathfinder games. Are they any good? I mean, I haven't played like a ton of games. I played Kingmaker and didn't finish it. I think it was actually pretty good, but I just like wanted to do other stuff. So I don't know. That's not really like a very good answer to your question, but I've heard people say that they're good. So I think they're good. I don't know. I try not to get like too involved in video games. But I mean, it was fun. There were like some cool characters. It was very Pathfinder-ish. I was using a mod where you could like retrain your people from level 1. That was really fun. You like retrain all the non-player characters. Sometimes I just like character creation. So that was fun. Welcome in new viewers. I'm kitbashing a Gwenpool here for anybody that just showed up. Looks like it. This is the Marvel Crisis Protocol Gwenpool, and I'm putting her on Wolverine's motorcycle. So she's gonna be like popping a wheelie and like cranking it to the right. That's the idea. And see how it goes. So this is, I was just extending her elbow a little bit. Oh, and I just cracked that, which is probably actually good. Let's glue it back on for real. If I can find where I dropped it. That was almost an even more fun kit bashing adventure. You know, it might actually be easier to just make her upper arm out of green stuff and fit it into the shoulder lock, or the shoulder joint, which is like almost what I ended up doing. I almost just lost that bit flying off into nowhere. That's my favorite. I love it when I'm like actually trying to build a kit by the direction I like snap a piece off with my clippers and it just flies across the room. It's gone forever. But yeah, here I was just trying to extend her forearm a little bit so it is like grabbing the handlebar at the right angle. Yeah, I think it's going to be cool. We'll see. You know, Gwenpool is great because even if it looks a little weird, like it could be funny. So like, we'll see how it comes together. Like if I can do something cool, I'll do something cool. But if I can just do something weird and funny, we'll go that route too. I guess I can just do her left arm while that's drying. So I think think she'll probably be like bending down slightly. So I'm gonna put this arm up. So I'm just gonna sort of like cut her jacket around where the shoulder joint is supposed to fit together. This is actually, this is kind of similar to, I don't know if I'm like, oh, am I like applying some kind of technique here because I'm doing something similar maybe. I'm just cutting out the place in the joint where it folds together because I'm gonna open it to extend her arm more. And then I'll just fill this in with green stuff. This is kind of like, I was thinking the katana could sort of be like, drive me closer so I can stab them with my katana. Get a little green stuff. I have a subscription to a guy called Wicked 3D. He does STL files for statues of Marvel characters. I grew up on old Marvel comics. Nice. Yeah. I basically grew up on, I don't know, old Marvel comics. That's like, how old are people? I think I'm pretty old for Twitch, so yeah, maybe they were old Marvel comics. But my brother collected comics. He actually has an amazing collection. This is like, he was collecting back in the 80s and like speculating on collector value as a teenager. So he did stuff like, he bought multiple copies of like the Dark Knight Returns and the Dark Phoenix saga. He bought like multiple copies of like the first Spawn. This is like, I don't know how much his collection is worth or if he's sold any of it actually. But he was like the smartest like teenager with collectibles, like before anybody was even like speculating on collecting comics. I grew up in the 80s. Oh, okay, yeah. But I loved the older stuff even then. Cool, yeah. Yeah, me too. We're about the same age, probably. I'm 45. I don't know if I need to put, I probably don't need to put super glue in here, right? I don't want to mess with super glue. We'll try to do this just with plastic on green stuff. Yeah, I read in the 80s. I read all the X-Men stuff and then like New Mutants and X Factor. That was my jam. So that's still my favorite stuff. I love the new X-Men 97. I had an awesome comic collection. When I got back from the army, my collection of comics and original D&D books was gone. Oh my god. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I I hate hearing stories like that. That sucks. I'm gonna kind of restart this green stuff thing. I just have a little bit too much green stuff in there. These bots need to quiet down. Sorry, I just set up these bots because I didn't have any, and the default timer, like it's like make a timer. I'm like, okay, the default is 15 minutes, and I actually increased it from there, but I'm like, this is too spammy. But anyway, I'll fix it after the stream. This is an experiment to find out. Find out how I wanted my bot setting, so I'm finding out. Thanks, Nightbot. We get it. I think I should just make like one shorter message that talks every half hour. Anyway, I would read anything I could get my hands on, but I love Wolverine, Punisher, the Nom. Oh, ElfQuest. Yeah, ElfQuest was great. I loved that comic actually. I read the whole thing. At least what I had. Did it end? I think it ended, right? I remember this could be like a false memory, but I remember reading the whole thing. Batman when Spawn came out. Yeah. The Dark Knight. What was it called? The Dark Knight something. Oh, The Dark Knight Returns. That wasn't. Am I getting it confused with the movie? I don't remember. Yeah. The Nam was a Marvel comic series about Vietnam. I missed that one. It could be my parents were like trying to protect me from it too or something. All right. Is that what I want there? I think I actually want that a little higher. Yeah, man, those were all. That was. I'm getting so much nostalgia about all that stuff. Yeah. If I made it through the whole week at school without getting too much trouble, my mom would give me $20 and take me to the comic store. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. My brother bought all my brother's 3 years older than me, so I was I'm trying to remember. Was it like Spawn was like late 80s, maybe in early 90s. Anyway, my brother was older than me, so he had a little more money. So I would just read his stuff. I think that katana's going to be okay, because I think I'm going to take her waist and like lean her forward a little bit, like this. I'm not going to bump that. This stuff is all drying. But this motorcycle is definitely like comically large for this figure. These side bags would make good like Imperial Guard backpacks. These are just the right size. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. I'm like looking for how the wheel is supposed to be attached, and I don't see it. 1992 is when Spawn came out. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I was born in 78, so I was 14. My brother was 17. He bought a bunch of, I think he bought 4 copies of Spawn. He would do this thing where he would buy a bunch of first issues of something and read one, and just leave the rest in the bag. He had a file cabinet where he would like stack them, and he still has that. Man, I don't know. I was about to say, I don't know why anybody would throw that stuff away, but I have heard enough stories that I know why. It's just because the collector knows, but other people don't know. Two years older than me, yeah. You're born in 80? So you were 12 when you bought... Did you get Spawn 1? Did you have that one? It's very cool of your mom to like get all those comics for you, and also like you know, I don't know, I keep getting back to this, like, why did you throw them away? But it's totally understandable. I have a good friend, actually the owner of the local game store where I moved away from. Yeah, you did. Nice. That was such a beautiful comic. You know, I think that the art in that one just blew everybody away. Was that, I don't know why this name pops into my head. Was that Todd McFarlane? Mom didn't care what comics I had. Well, she would wait in the car while I was in the store. Oh man. Did she ever see Spawn? Like everybody thinks that's cool when they see it. It's just so different from other comic art. I suspect my brother sold all of it. Oh, okay, yeah, Todd McFarlane, yeah, that makes sense. Well, at least it didn't get thrown away. I was gonna say, yeah, the guy that owned my local game store that I used to hang out at, his parents were Jehovah's Witnesses. He was brought up Jehovah's Witness, and he started collecting magic cards. He's our age, so like, you know, right when the game came out. Like, I don't know if he had alpha, but he had a bunch of beta stuff and a bunch of like unlimited and legends and the dark and all that stuff. That's like sort of the early, like when we were in high school. And his mom decided it was satanic and burned all of it. And he ended up like getting out of the Jehovah's Witness thing, but I think that was actually a pretty big reason. Very, very ironic. Yeah, he was very upset about that. That was a big deal. Does Gwenpool have like a backpack or something? It looks like something goes on her back. Oh, the rocket launcher goes on her back. Okay, I'm gonna have to like sculpt her jacket on the back too. Or I could just like stick the rocket launcher on her back. That'd be cool. She could just have a rocket launcher strapped. I know, she burned it. Yeah, all of it, gone. Like without even telling him. Yeah. Yeah, isn't that crazy? I would almost like not want to know, like just like go to college or go to the military or like go, you know, go out of the house when you're 18 and come back and be like, oh, like where'd it go? I don't know. Okay. Then like come home one day and like see the smoldering pile of your beloved collection. That happened to a few people that I knew though, because I lived in Northern California. I mean, I know people that like their garage, like I know a guy that had all of his stuff stored in the garage when these wildfires were coming through, and he lost his whole magic collection. I mean, he also lost his garage, but it's like the magic collection was actually the valuable part of that. This is why we can't have nice things. I know, Mom. just thought of a cool idea for the base for this. I have one of these crosswalk bases. Let me see. No, the other one. There's a crosswalk base. I could do it with this too, but like put the motorcycle like turning up onto the sidewalk. Man, this is totally not going to fit on this base. This is going to be weird. But there's like a wheelchair on ramp. Base. Oh no, that's the big one. Yeah, there's only the sidewalk ones for this. It would go better on the... There's like a 50 millimeter Marvel base that has like the like handicapped accessible ramp. Like I have her like popping a wheelie and like driving the motorcycle up on the handicap accessible ramp, just to be rude, you know. But I guess we'll just go on one of these regular bases. I might actually... Yeah, we could have her driving up onto the sidewalk. I think that's the way to go. Like that. That's cool. I think these books in the explosion are probably supposed to be like comic books. She's like blasting through the fourth wall. There's a bunch of them. Anyhow, nice meeting you and talking to you. Have a great day. I'm gonna leave you a lurk. Thanks, man, for the lurk. I appreciate it. Thanks, Nightbot. plan. think I'm just gonna find some place to like stabilize this and let it dry. Just like set something around it for it to rest on, like that. And I'll just come back tomorrow. Keep working on it. I'm just kind of looking at that angle. Is that exactly how I want that? I think it's close enough. I'm just gonna not touch it right now. We'll let it dry. We can always come back with the hobby knife to touch up the elbow later. I think this is stable enough as it is that I think I want to just let it sit like that and dry and come back later and adjust things rather than adjusting it while there's so many delicate parts that are a little bit tenuous there. So just let that dry. Thanks, Jace. Checking out the new bot stuff. If anyone watches later, thanks for checking it out. And I'll come back tomorrow and finish up our Gwenpool Kitbash. All right. Have a good evening, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.